Hey y'all, I'm going to make my world famous tuna salad if Paula will allow me to do it without too much instructions.
I don't know. I can't tell you how to do your tuna.
Oh, she does. She does. First of all, I start with a tuna that comes in a jar, and I use normally I get the olive oil, but you can use you can use fresh tuna or and cook it off. Or you can use tuna in the can, but if you want the world famous, I'd suggest you do it like I do it.
So y'all, I didn't know, when I went to the grocery store, I didn't know if he bought the one in oil or water. So I figured he might do it with water if he calls himself, you know, cutting back on
What I do
that.
is, what I
bought one of each for you.
What I do is drain the oil off. But I use a good little bit of mayonnaise. Some people don't like mayonnaise, so then you could just leave the oil in, and it would make it a little easier to mix together if you have some liquid in it. But that's what the tuna looks like. See, it's a fillet in a jar. See how good it looks.
And it's a little pricey, but it sure is good, y'all.
It's about $7, a little better than $7 a jar. And there's a couple different types of, and that's the difference in the, there's a difference in the oil and the water.
That could have
This
been
is
a
a
huge
good little
moment on Saturday.
Get a little bit drier. And I break it, it's crazy, I buy big chunks and I break it up. But that's part of my secret.
What's that? What's part of the secret?
I can't tell you.
You'll have to watch the video.
I know, it'll be in a cookbook before you know it.
And
all my secret recipes.
I'll need to subscribe when I go watch it.
That's right.
Oh, God.
So anyhow, I'll break it all up. Then I have my sous chef over there fixing some.
He makes me nervous.
Fixing some celery.
He's so demanding.
And I chop it real fine.
All right, I'm fixing to bring this to you and see if that's fine enough.
Yeah, that's good. Good job.
Yay.
First,
And how about your onion? How do you want those?
it can be a little larger than that, but not much.
Okay. And would you like to scrape this off in there now?
No, you just wait.
Okay.
You wait till I call you. Okay, now.
I'm gonna be calling you.
Okay, put your knife down. Come back over here.
Okay, my knife's down.
Okay. All right, get some. You can put the celery in here.
Well, that's what I just tried to do.
I wasn't quite finished yet.
It's all on your time, isn't it? All right, I'm not gonna assume that you
Go ahead.
want
All of it.
all of it.
All of it.
Now, I love the celery that's got the leaves on it.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
So I hope that
Okay.
pleases you.
Now what I want to do is drain the
Half onion, Michael, is that enough?
probably a whole one.
Okay.
Okay, now use dill relish, and you have to drain the water out of the juice off of it. Hands are slippery.
I have found, Michael, when I moved to Savannah, you know, the other side of the state. Now, in Albany, we always used a dill relish, but I noticed when I moved to Savannah, do you need a little spoon? But I noticed when I moved to Savannah that over here, people are into the sweet pickle relish.
I like dill relish.
Huh? I do too. I do too. I don't care for the sweet. And And I thought, well, that's so funny, you know.
Anyhow, you drain the juice off the pickles because there's a lot of juice. And then it'll make your tuna fish all really more liquid than you want in your tuna.
Yeah.
Although once you see how much mayonnaise I put in it, I could cut back that way maybe.
Listen, we're a perfect pair, aren't we?
Yeah. But like I said, if you don't like the mayonnaise, you could have left the olive oil.
You don't like mayonnaise, don't make tuna salad.
Well, you could have left the olive oil in there. It'd be easier to choke down.
Oh my gosh. And you know, some people like other things that look like mayonnaise but taste like terrible. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not real fond of that.
Some people like to use things like that.
They've just never tasted mayonnaise.
You know, your daughter-in-law, she would gag.
Oh yeah, she don't like it. Somebody
Claudia
else.
wouldn't eat mayonnaise. If she was dying, she wouldn't eat it. She just doesn't like the texture. Okay, how's this, sir?
That's pretty good for a beginner.
Okay.
There you go.
Is that the right amount?
Perfect.
Okay, good. That's a half onion.
Yeah, let's do a half.
Good idea.
Maybe I would use the whole one.
Good idea.
All right. I didn't measure this, but this is a good, how much dill is that, Paula?
How much dill?
Yeah, if you had to measure it.
Okay, let me see.
Looks like a half
About
cup.
three tablespoons.
3
maybe.
tablespoons.
Maybe.
It was that much in a
Or
jar.
4 tablespoons. Oh my
That
gosh.
looks like a half a cup.
Yeah. Or at least a heaping third of a cup. That's a lot of pickles. All right,
Okay.
now I'm doing your eggs. Now y'all, I am steaming. I'm steaming his eggs because they're so hard to peel. You see how those eggs are not down in the water, touching the water. I cook them over boiling water because they just peel so much easier if those eggs don't touch that water. So hopefully they're done. He's kind of rushing me on it, but we'll see. I want you to see how easy these eggs peel because they were never submerged in water. See that? You'll get a perfect boiled egg every time. Eggs are done.
Would you like to chop them up for me?
Yes. I would love to. I would love to chop them for you.
All right. I just add a little
I have to
pepper.
do this carefully.
Not much, just a little bit.
Okay. Look at that perfect egg. It doesn't even have, you know, when you boil eggs and well, let me cut this and I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. When you boil your eggs and there's a brown circle, a gray circle.
I mean, you cook
around,
it too much.
It's overcooked. But look, that's a beautiful, perfectly cooked boiled egg. So there you go, Michael Gruber.
I can't believe you just threw it in there like that.
Well, normally I just squish them in my hands. But this is a little hot for me to do that, so I just fork them.
What would you normally do, Mike?
I'd cut them with a knife. That same knife you cut them in half with, I'd keep them cut. That's why mine's world famous. And
You know what?
What?
I think you need to fire your sous chef.
Well, I am. I got my feelers out looking for another one right now.
Oh, you do? Okay, good. Good luck. Y'all apply at.
So you may be getting a pink slip once I find another one. Okay, now here.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Okay, now here's the mayonnaise.
Just a dollop.
No, actually 2 of them dollops.
2 dollops.
I can't believe I ordered that ideal relish again.
Well, once you taste it, you'll realize why I did it that way. Okay.
Okay, let's see you get it out of your bowl.
I wish I had some lettuce or romaine. Okay, you want to mix it up really good to get all that tuna.
Your wish is my command.
Is that romaine?
Yes, isn't that what you asked for? It's in our lettuce bag. How's that? To keep your lettuce fresh, you'll want to just trim off that stem just a little bit. Just like that to expose the new veins, and then run it under cold water. And that way that head of lettuce can drink the water and it will freshen it back up. But this is beautiful because I had just trimmed it and washed it.
Where do you get your lettuce at?
You know, somebody gave this to me, Teresa, and it's salad. It's called a salad sack, and I love it. Laundry new salad sack before using. Okay, I did that. But I just love it. You put it in there and just tighten it up, and being a terry cloth, it will absorb the water, you know, that you, well, they are great.
All right, would you like to taste this, Chef?
I would love to. All right, now you asked for lettuce. Is there anything else you'd like, a cracker or anything?
Well, let's see what you brought me.
There's your spoon too,
Okay.
if you need a spoon. Now you know what I add. This is just personal thing. This is what I add. I add our silly salt to my tuna.
How silly. Yeah, you can add anything you want. It's not necessary. Right now, it's just necessary to add your lips.
Oh, this. Okay.
Oh. Divine. You want somebody to choke him?
I've never seen him make that kind of face over anything I've ever cooked. Oxtails, nothing. All right, show me that look one more time. He's a goofball.
You want some more?
No, thank you, I'm afraid I'll choke. It is delicious, though, y'all know.
It really is.
I will fix Eddie and Teresa
Sure.
some, right? Who would like some?
I would. I love his tuna.
It's because it's world famous.
What more could you want?
Don't get no butter, sister. There you go. It doesn't need a thing.
And it's nice little lettuce boat.
Eddie, would you eat that?
Sure.
Oh, yay! Look at all the takers.
Yum.
Want another bite?
No, not right now. I want to fix for our team. Okay, Eddie. I did all that with my hands, but you know my hands are clean. You see me wash them 10 times.
Yesterday.
You know, lettuce is the easiest food to choke on, and you crack all your jokes when I got a mouthful of lettuce. I think it's a sabotage. So that's it. I hope that you're so filthy.
And he's all yours.
And yes, he's all mine until he finds him another Sue.
That's right. And I'm looking.
He's kidding.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.